Hello and welcome everyone. I just wanted to make a quick video about the Spectres that were reintroduced in this league so people can start adjusting their builds. The Forged Frostbearers were originally introduced in Crucible League and have been unavailable ever since, but can now be found when engaging with Verisium deposits just like other monsters from the same league. They are powerful ranged minions with decent survivability that have an insanely powerful ability in the form of the Ice Mortar. This spell deals cold damage, has 5% base crit on a 1-second cast timer, and shoots mortar-like projectiles. This means they target an area and can thus create overlapping AoEs that can all hit the same target. All you have to do is scale projectile number and scale the area of effect of your minions for a large boost in damage. The easiest way of doing this is by linking the Spectres to greater volley support and allocating the respective minion mastery as well as Plaguebringer. This will most likely be my second minion build of the league, but since that's still some time away, I've left a basic PoB for the minion in the description of this video. The other Spectres that were reintroduced are from Affliction League. They are powerful utility minions that provide buffs, auras, and charges for your build. Most of them were nerfed to some degree. For example, the auras they provide are now roughly equivalent to the level 10 versions the player gets to use. The Perfect Dark Marionette can be used for builds that explode their minions since they reform 1 second after exploding. This includes minion instability, body swap of sacrifice, and more of mischief builds to name a few. The Perfect Judgmental Spirit buffs skeleton warriors and archers with flat added chaos and fire damage, and also provides discipline. The Primal Thunderbird provides grace and a 20% lightning exposure. The Perfect Guardian Turtle can grant invulnerability to the player for 2 seconds, every 30 seconds, grants 5% physical damage reduction, and provides determination. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of Spectres providing defensive auras due to the limited range. Especially when charging or blinking ahead, these auras will often no longer be active on the player, creating situations in which the player's survivability is reduced significantly. The Perfect Warlord provides vitality and produces endurance charges via Enduring Cry that are then shared with nearby allies. The Perfect Pain Artist buffs nearby allies with 30% increased critical strike multiplier and provides Zealotry. The Perfect Forest Tiger provides haste and can generate frenzy charges to nearby allies on hit. This is inferior to the Carnage Chieftains due to the low base chance and the slow attack speed, but can still be a worthwhile addition to minion builds. The Perfect Blood Demon provides Pride, which is especially interesting for Herald of Purity builds due to the mana constraints of the minion. The Perfect Forest Warrior provides Onslaught to nearby allies and has Culling Strike. This is amazing early on due to the large investment costs of Kingmaker on the AG, and the Spectre is also the only reliable source of Onslaught in minion builds to my knowledge. The Blasphemer can use Smite, which activates an aura that adds a huge amount of lightning damage to nearby allies. This makes it the single most powerful Spectre for lightning-based minions that scale well with flat-out damage, like Barma and ranged animate weapon. The Spirit of Fortune provides Wrath, and nearby allies' lightning damage with hits is lucky, which means the damage is rolled twice, and the higher value is then counted. It's insane for any minion build that deals lightning damage, but works best with attack-based skills like Barma and ranged animate weapon due to volatility support. This is because the support gem increases the range of numerical values for attacks, giving you a larger chance to roll high damage numbers in combination with the lucky modifier. And last but not least, there's the Perfect Hulking Miscreation. It allows the nearby allies have 20% of physical damage as extra lightning damage aura, which makes it worse than it used to be for elemental conversion builds, but it's still incredibly powerful since it retained the 100% increased attack damage and 30% increased attack and cast speed buff. However, this doesn't affect all minions, just the ones that are constructs. Luckily, most minions are constructs. Exceptions include the 3 types of sentinels, the wolves from Law of the Wilds, the Agony Creeper, and undead minions like skeletons, zombies, and the Reaper. In case of Spectres, this depends on the base monster and can find out the minion type by checking this tag on PoEDB. These Spectres featured here all have decent base life modifiers and should thus be able to do most if not all content in proper minion builds. You can check them out on PoEDB for yourself by following the link in the description of this video. And that's a wrap. If you have any questions or suggestions, you can leave them in the comments. I try to get to them as soon as I can. If you want to connect with me and my community, you can find my socials including Twitch, Discord, and Patreon on my channel page or in the description of this video. I hope you liked it. Until next time.